in my prep time now. And I'll begin the speech in three, two, one. Henry Ford once said, "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." I can't simply further agree with this statement. I can conclude that from this quote is that I can conclude the same instances throughout my life in which I have taken failure, and the very next time I did better and grew as an individual. And it is simply an opportunity to begin again because it allows you to not give up and to not give in to the pain and to the failure of being negative. It allows you to not give up again. It allows you to continue. I want to make an emphasis on that is that an example of mine was I'd taken AP Bio and I tried all my best, but then I failed and I learned my lesson by going to an honors class, and I began more intelligently. I tried again and I learned more from my mistake that I shouldn't take those hard classes. I learned that the very next year I wouldn't do that. And it grew myself as an individual not to take those hard classes, to not risk that onto my GPA for colleges to see. Furthermore, I can reference back to mountain biking when I was trying to wheelie. Every time I would fail, I would understand that I can't hold a wheelie. I can't hold a wheelie, but I kept trying and trying more intelligently, trying to learn each step of the way, trying to learn how to adjust the handlebars. And eventually a month went by and I was able to hold a wheelie for as long as I could, as you would imagine. I mean, maybe even a mile I could. But it was through that very process of trying again, being able to learn from your mistakes more intelligently, as Henry Ford suggests, that I was able to do that. Furthermore, and cross country or any other sports, when we fail or the opposing team gets an interception because you didn't catch the ball or they did this and that, well, there was failure on the play on your part. But then the very next time that very happens, you know what to do. You know that you have to jump higher. You know you have to do this or that. That way you can grow as an individual and lead to success. And that success is whatever you wanted to define it as. As what I've seen in education, even though that I've had that one failure, I came from the lowest point, from going in lower classes in elementary school, below lower classes. I was able to adjust myself as the failure persisted. I knew I had to do better. And by that better, I had to try more intelligently, try harder, more effort, and study more. And again, through that effort, I was able to get out of those lower classes and get into higher classes. But then from that very second, again, I reached too high and I failed. But then I learned from that mistake and I grew as an individual. And that's what really matters. Instead, if we use a strategy with anything in our life, whether it's all failures, whether it's our relationships, whether it's anything, failures could be anything that encompass our lives. And that is why I suggest you use the strategy is that failure is simply the opportunity to begin again. And I totally believe that. And I hope you do too. And I hope that the next time that you face failure, face a hardship, you consider trying again to be more proactive about the issue. I know in certain failures, you may have lost something, or a event may have all the events that you entered all dropped, and you're so angry, built all just angry inside. That was some great hardship in your mind to handle, but it enables you to learn again, to do better, to maybe submit videos earlier, that enable that that wouldn't enable you to not post your links to an asynchronous tournament. These failures in life can make us more intelligent for tomorrow, not only to not do the failure again, but to show the other people that we have made a mistake and you can also learn from it. And so I expand on this quote also to the point that we can learn from other great individuals and learn from their mistakes. As they began again more intelligently, we can learn from their mistakes more intelligently as well. And so I want to end off with today is that in life we're gonna have failures. And again, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna rock us down, it's gonna bring us tears, it's gonna make us fall on our knees. But all I have to say is just stand back up. Keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. Because if you give up, you let the failure take over you. If you stand back up, you say it doesn't take over you. If you stand back up and you try again, then you are redefining that failure and making it maybe into, and hopefully making it into a new successful beginning. Thank you.